campaign trail. If I send you this, it means you lying. If I send you this meme, this Megan Thee Stallion talking to Gayle King meme with tears in her eyes, that means you lying. You's a cold-blooded lying through your teeth. We back, campaign trail, Friday Night Live. You see it, Megan Thee Stallion confessing or admitting or whatever on whoever recorded her. We don't know who recorded that, if it was homegirl or whatever, but nasty work, along with Sexy Red and her tweets about nobody can tell us what to do with our cookies. I just voted for Kamala for president. Don't tell us what to do with our cookies. Lord help us. I expect fire and brimstone to rain down from the sky any moment now. It is all wrath of God from here. It's all downhill from here. Also, shouts out, Young Thug will be released from jail after accepting plea deal in racketeering case. Rapper Young Thug will be released from jail after accepting a plea deal yesterday in his lengthy racketeering case. Allegedly, he will serve 15 years probation. Man, I'm not into one way or another. We're into redeeming people. We don't play by the street code or whatever. I don't know. Malcolm X used to be, what he used to be, and I'm sure a lot of us used to have violations that we don't practice no more. So we're not in my brotherhood. We're not in the business of condemning and throwing away people that's trying to reform and trying to redeem themselves. So, we don't do the little jackets. We don't put on certain jackets on people. But this Meg Thee Stallion interview with Gayle King it's not aging well. It's not aging well. Shouts out David Lartigue, Pooh Corleone, Detroit 0861. Salute. Man. Can I get y'all's thoughts? On this Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lane situation, her confessing and calling Gayle King a Bia? Yeah, I told this Bia. Yeah, why you Bia asking me about Tory? Ask me about that. Bia, we not even talking about that. Yes, you are talking about that. The case is about you alleging Tory Lanez did something to you, right? To your foot. And we need to know what the motive could possibly be. If he said it was a fight between you and your homegirl, and that was supposed to be her dude, but you was smashing him once or twice, you don't know. You trying to accuse him of victimizing you because he smashed you when you was out of your mind, you was drunk. It wasn't your fault. It was his fault for smashing you when you was drunk, right? Nasty work. Jerry Calloway, Ecclesiasticus. I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Yeah, another one say it's better to sleep on the corner of the roof of the house. But yeah, man, that's our work here though. 75% of the problem of mental death among our people and the work of resurrecting from it is with and on are females. Not saying it's their fault, but it's their fact. It's the fact. 75% of the problem and the work of mental death of the descendants of slaves of America is with our women, our females, not women, girls, teenagers, adults, senior citizens, is with the female. So it is what it is. He should quarantine himself for a good portion of that 15 years because that's a cold setup. Yeah, I mean, even the cleanest of dudes, is likely to get in trouble in 15 years. So I mean, but I guess that's I don't know. I can't say one. I can't speak for that brother, but that's the facts. That's the news. That's the news. Whatever it means to you. But yeah, let's get back to this trust issues. I have trust issues because they telling me that I should trust women. I got trust issues. These very ones that they tap into to sell this woman right here as our leader and ruler that we should put our lives in her hands for the next 4 years. I got trust issues, y'all. Am I tripping? Am I misogynistic? Because the one that she tapped, you know, just now admitted to lying and calling the woman that she lied to a B, a female dog on several occasions while she's scolding her, you know what I'm saying, for even asking her a question about Tory Lanez being intimate with Tory Lanez. Like, yeah, that might have something to do with the whole case, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that have something to do with the motive about why you and your homegirl was fighting in the first place while you drunk at another party, another one drunk out of your mind nights? Hey, man, ruined a whole black man's life. You know what I'm saying? Took a whole black man off the streets because according to you and your testimony and your accusations that he's a criminal, he's a felon when you perjuring yourself in front of the world. You perjuring yourself, even if you wasn't in a courtroom, so-called court of law, your word is bond. I don't care if you're in a courtroom or if you're in front of Gayle King, your word is bond. You perjured yourself. We supposed to just let that slide because you're a woman? A lot of us do that. That's why we ruled by women. Children are our oppressors and women rule over us because we suckers for the box. We suckers for the WAP. We suckers for the yellow cow, the golden calf, the sensual goddess worship. And ain't that what this is? Like, I don't know, like I said, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Brahmin priestess Hindu female lifestyle and sensual teachings. Y'all might want to look into that. I'm not gonna give it away. Y'all might want to look into that. Them Brahmin priestesses and the Karma Sutras and all of the histories of the sensual activities of that culture. You might want to look into that before you trust women to push peas, trusting a woman to rule you and push peas and push you to the Planned Parenthood to the tune of 500 or more per year. You might want to look into that before you do that. But for the rest of y'all, if I send you this, just know that means you lying. If I ever send you this meme, it means use a liar. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out. Let me scroll over here real fast. Yeah, right. All that tantra, all that old stuff. Ahmad Jabril, salute, champ. Yeah, we just going in on this nasty work, this woman's work that's in my Maxwell voice. This woman's work. This woman's work. Where my Maxwell CD at? This is nasty work. This woman's work is nasty work. These women, it ain't really this woman. These women, the ones that supporting each other, boy. They know how to come together and support each other against the brothers, don't they? Where's the support for the brothers? Let me pull out another little Kenyan brother that's gonna wag his finger at the descendant of slave brothers and say this is unacceptable. You're not getting out there and voting for my Karma Sutra sister. It's unacceptable. Yeah. So since we hurling around public, accusations and public criticisms about what's unacceptable. I got my own. So, I'm actually an authentic member of this community, of this descendant of slave community. So I can get mine off. Yep. But this campaign trail Friday night, this woman's nasty work, these women's nasty work. That's all. I just wanted to know what y'all thought. Get your thoughts real quick on this. I'm gonna go over it one more time. Miss Sexy Red with the long white straight uh blonde wig. You know what I'm saying? With the two "I just voted" stickers on her bumper cheeks, saying "I just voted." Don't tell us what to do with our Uchi Wally Wally, Uchi Bang Bangs, Kamala for president. Don't tell us what to do with our such and such. That is so sad because it's not about what to do with your Uchi Wally Wally. It's what you're doing to the unborn child. The unborn, we already got past you gave your Uchi Wally Wally to whoever you gave it to. We're not even talking about that. Tell us what to do with that. No, it's what you're trying to do to that innocent, unborn, holy, precious child that opening your Uchi Wally Wally got you. That's what we're talking about. That is not reproductive freedom. That is anti-reproductive freedom. You're pushing for anti-reproduction of those innocent children that didn't ask you to be so irresponsible with your Uchi Wally Wally that you don't want us to tell, what you can do with it. Yep. Right. So that's where we at. They forcing this subject on us. I got my daughter right here. Say peace.
Can I say something?
Yes, you may. Absolutely.
Because it's kind of it's really sad if you when you think about it, and also because it's not even about that, like how you said, because we already got past that.
Yeah.
But it's just what you're doing. You're literally deleting your unborn child.
Man.
Nothing.
Did nothing wrong.
And not even giving a care in the world.
Not caring, acting like it's cool, like that's power, like that's freedom.
Yeah, like that's a cool trend.
That's cool. Oh man. And then they claim to believe in God. So that's what I'm asking. What God do you believe in? Do you believe in Kamala Harris's God? Because the jury is still out. We don't know what God she was raised to believe in by her mother. Her mother was a Hindu from India, Brahmin. So I think that's like the so-called priest class or the upper high case class. And their gods, they have many gods, if I'm not mistaken. You know, they can say a cow is their god. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can say a head of lettuce or cabbage is their god, and then they can say that they themselves are their own god. So, I'm still studying on it.
And it's also the fact that Sexy Red has a child, two children.
She got two children, right?
She got two children, and she's still on this rant about don't tell us what to do and stuff. And then it's because you're just deleting your unborn child and and they didn't know, they did nothing at all.
Man,
they're innocent, basically, they didn't do anything.
Do you think that people have the right, somebody has the right to tell her what to do? I mean, aren't we all under somebody's authority? Like we follow laws every day. We stop at red lights. We go pay bills and parking tickets. I mean, we're obeying somebody every day, right? Somebody's telling us what to do every day in the form of laws. If you want to check, you're going to do what somebody tells you to do. But then when it comes to the men that look like us that you choose to open your legs to, then you say that y'all don't have the right to tell you nothing. How can you protect? How can a man protect you if he cannot control what you do? Not everything you do, but if he don't have no control over what's safe for you and what's not safe for you, how can he protect you? Right? Do you want to be a man's protection? Do you want to be the one that's responsible for protecting your husband, or do you want your husband to be responsible for protecting you?
For protecting.
Free falling Cali, thank you for the cash app. Salute, salute. Free falling Cali always on deck. You want what? You
The man to
you protect you, right?
Yeah.
Man. So you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night if it's a intruder and you and your husband is in the bed or on the couch, and then you got to wake up and go find a weapon or something, and he's sitting there like, "What is it, baby?" You know what I'm saying? And he behind you. Is that what you want? So we're not equal. So if a man is supposed to protect you, because she was crying, she was literally crying, saying that she was crying, saying that the women are the most disrespected and unprotected people on the planet, like black women, right? This is what Meg Thee Stallion said.
But but you're literally doing the videos, all those videos and stuff, the music and like the
Right.
lyrics. And so I don't.
What is your whole image? Your whole image is about what? Is it about self-respect? Is it about protecting yourself? How you protect yourself if you drunk every night and Tory Lanez or somebody can catch you on a drunk night and smash you a couple of times? How are you protecting yourself? You blaming him for taking advantage of you when you saying it's my body, my choice. First you claiming my body, my choice, but then when your body and your choice gets you into some hot water, into a bad situation, then you want to blame somebody else. Now it's not your choice no more. You're a victim. Right.
Yeah. But it's also because it's like the fact it's just that the tweets and stuff, like the sexy red maid and stuff, it don't make me, that makes me like less want to vote if I was born.
Make you less one.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because why would you even that's just unprofessional and stuff, like, if you know what I mean. But like it's so many different reasons
Man.
that I don't that just makes me.
Yeah, just the fact that the vice president is even embracing these ratchet characters.
Kind of
I can absolutely not trust your judgment now. I do not trust you being my leader or my people's leader in nothing, in absolutely nothing.
Because how can I trust you if you bringing in all these characters, and then it's just they making tweets like don't tell don't with my you know, but it's just
That's sad.
unprofessional. It's sad. It's like I wouldn't even want, like, if I was the vice president or something, I wouldn't even like want someone to make a tweet like that, even if you voted. Like I wouldn't want, like, that's just terrible. It's sad.
Yeah,
It's sad.
but she's pushing for terminating little innocent unborn children. I'm talking about the vice president. So she's worse.
And that's not even that's not reproduction rights. That's like
yes, that's execution rights. Unfortunately, Robert Epps said, "Did Eve outstep God's protection when she followed what the serpent told her to do?" Absolutely. Absolutely. And people be always blaming stuff on, the woman would submit. The woman would submit if men was submitting to God. If we like, no, if you claim to be a Christian, then that's not true. Because God himself and Adam were the absolute best men on the planet. God didn't violate you. God didn't rob you. God didn't abuse you. God didn't, SA you. God didn't traumatize you. He provided you with all the paradise garden heaven on earth and gave you one instruction of what not to do, and you did it. Not because he wasn't godly enough. I'm not going to submit to your authority because you ain't submitting to God. No, he was God. He was God and you disobeyed him and cursed yourself. And then Adam was a punk. Adam didn't do you no wrong neither. He didn't do you no wrong until he didn't check you. That's where Adam became wrong and a punk, because he should have disciplined you. He should have checked you. Disciplined you, damn right. Discipline. He should have whatever the discipline was. Whatever the consequences should have been is what he should have did. And that's the lesson for us today. If discipline is in the form of leaving you alone or divorcing you or finding somebody else, that's what the discipline need to be. Because they're going to run that discipline on you. They're going to run that on you and say, yeah, I left him because relationship wasn't serving me and he was deadbeat and he this and he didn't do that. They're going to hit you with that. So you may as well, if they're going to leave, make them leave because you put the law down on them. If you're a man, if they're going to leave you because they're going to accuse you anyway, make them leave for a good reason, because I put the law down on you. You can't have your way around me. It's my law. It's my way or the highway. Yeah. Give them a reason, because they're going to blame you anyway. And ultimately, we will be responsible. So if I'm going to be responsible, let me make sure I did all my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So if I have to be responsible, then I can deal with it, because I know I put the law down and enforced it the way I was supposed to. So that's what this is all about. That's why I talk this talk in front of my daughter and daughters, because I want them to know that they supposed to be a new and perfect type of woman. They supposed to be a new type of wonder in heaven. They supposed to be a new woman that embraces self-discipline, that embraces self-mastery, that don't run from law and authority and all of that. Don't act like authority and law is slavery or captivity or a prison. No, that's how you get to your mastery, is through submission, obedience, discipline. That's how you get to master whatever you want to master and overcome. You got to mind somebody. You got to listen to somebody. You have to obey and follow somebody. I do. That's why we in the FOI are the best examples, because we practice and demonstrate submission and obedience to our leader, a living man, a black man, the same way we want our women to submit and obey us and follow us. We lead by example. We demonstrate it by example. We can never ask our women to do something that we ain't doing. In principle, I'm talking about the principle of submission and obedience and cooperation and dedication or whatever to a person. So that's how it's supposed to go. And if the woman ain't with it, you know what I'm saying, then, you know, there's others. There's others. Robert Epps, Minister Farrakhan said, where there's no discipline, there's no love. Yeah. Where there's no law, there's no love. So Eve didn't love God enough. I ain't gonna say she didn't love God, but she didn't love him enough. She loved the serpent, or she loved the idea of what the serpent offered her. She didn't love the serpent. The serpent lied to her. The serpent deceived her. So she loved the idea that the serpent suggested to her, which, you know, she started letting her imagination run away because she was green to lies and liars. She probably assumed that the serpent was telling the truth. So now that's a conflict. Okay, now you just introduced a conflict to my mind. Either the God is really lying to me and trying to keep something away from me because he don't want me to be equal with him and Adam, or this new character, serpent, you know, is lying. One of them is lying. Which one is lying? Did Eve recognize the one that provided her with all of this garden and all this beauty and all this, you know, paradise? Did the serpent give her the paradise, or did the God give her the paradise? So she was intelligent enough to know the difference. Her brain was intelligent enough to know the difference. So she chose what she desired. The serpent knew how to speak to her desire. The serpent was here before her, right? So the serpent knew the real process, of going through struggles and pains and work to achieve what you finally want. But children, immature children, they just cry and daddy or mama shows up with what they want. That's an immature, spoiled child. And a lot of our women say that. I'm spoiled. Oh, my daddy spoiled me. Are you supposed to spoil me? No, spoil means ruin you. You're ruined. No, you're supposed to be a helpmeet. Nobody's supposed to spoil nobody. He ain't supposed to spoil you. You ain't supposed to spoil him. Y'all both are there to accomplish something. You're there to help him accomplish something. And in helping him, then he helps you to fulfill your function, your purpose as a woman. Ain't no spoiling. That's a devil concept. Spoiling. No, I want what I want when I want it. I don't want to stress. I don't want to struggle. The woman ain't supposed to stress and struggle. Women ain't supposed to cry. Women ain't supposed to hurt and be hurt. Like, where you get all that from? Who taught you that lie? Why do you experience pain? Period. You experience pain, right? So all of that's some fairy tale foolishness. Nate the Greatest, salute. MT, peace. Y'all saying the Democrats, like this ain't about Democrats or Republicans. This is about identifiable people that enslaved another people based on identifiable characteristics. This is not about no Democrats or no Republicans, no conservatives or no liberals. This is about evil and good, gods and devil. Kim say the introduction of the conflict is key. You got to have polar opposites, good and evil. You gotta have, you mean we had to have, you don't gotta have, that's not eternal. I hear what you're saying, but in order to learn, in order to produce an electrical current, you have to have positive and negative force, electrical force. But that's just only temporarily. That's how it has been. That's how atoms and molecules stay together, hold together, and bind and produce elements and whatnot. But now the creation has been evolved. It has been pushed forward by the God, and now physics is not what they used to be. The laws of physics, the laws of quantum physics, the laws of the forces of nature, positive and negative force, electromagnetism, gravity is not what they used to be. There's a new heaven and a new earth that's been planted, new forces or forces that's been perfected. And eyes have not seen, not our eyes, and our ears have not heard, nor has it entered into the hearts of us exactly what that new physics and new math and new creation and new people look like and function like. But that's why we're here, because we are being created. We are being evolved. We are the creators, and we are also creating ourselves. We grew up thinking struggling was a bad thing. Yes. Who taught us that? That's the concept of the devil. That's the concept of immature, inexperienced baby. Babies are naturally impatient. Babies are naturally selfish. Babies are naturally greedy. Babies generally are just, hard to tolerate. We just love them because they are babies. But if a baby was to grow up and demonstrate them same characteristics, that would be called the devil. They would be called the devil. Right? So struggling is not bad whatsoever. Struggling is actually necessary. If you love or you want anything of value, you're absolutely going to have to struggle for it. And if you don't struggle for it, it's a trap. If you have anything of value that you did not struggle for, somebody gave it to you, there's strings attached and there's devil attached, and it's a trap, and you will slip and fall because of it. So nothing is supposed to just be given to you of value other than the life that God gave to us. And that was a struggle. You had to swim as a sperm and overcome hostile environment and beat hundreds of millions of sperms, whatever. So everything is a struggle. Nothing wrong with struggle. Struggle is righteous. Struggle is what makes us and evolves us and grows us. Struggle. After hearing Megan Thee Stallion admit to lying, she should be arrested for perjury and put in jail/prison. Absolutely, Samuel. See? Absolutely. Clearly. But let's see if that happens, especially by the woman that she was campaigning for, because she's in power right now. You don't have to wait to see whether she becomes the president or not. Vice President Kamala Harris chose her, and now we see what she said. So she has the power to lock her up, just like Trump or whatever had the power to grant clemency or to commute some sentence or let people out of prison. Kamala Harris got the power to lock Megan Thee Stallion up for that perjury. Let's see if she's going to do it or not. Hold your breath and watch you turn blue. Blind hair, blind finding Christ, and bogus teachings of Euros forcing Christianity were never going to bring about liberation of the people. Absolutely not. Ahmad, sure won't. Samuel C. Struggle builds character. Absolutely. Like anything we do, we're working out, you know what I'm saying? Playing sports, studying, you know what I'm saying? Mathematics, whatever you do is going to involve struggle. It's going to involve stress, pain, discomfort. Struggle. Warfare is struggle. That just means struggle. Struggle is absolutely ordained. Struggle is righteous. It just depends on what you're struggling for. What your struggle is, that determines, whether your struggle is righteous or wicked. But yeah, struggle absolutely builds character, integrity, honor, wisdom. Do you like the struggle? Struggle don't feel good, do it? No. Yeah, struggle feels terrible. But not all struggle feels terrible. It feels terrible if you don't know why you're struggling. That's why. So if you know why you're struggling, then it don't feel terrible. If you know why you're working out, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing sports or doing gymnastics and your muscles are sore or something, or then you know why you hurt. So you're not mad at that struggle because you're going to keep on doing it. Oh, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of messing up. I got to get this right. That's called struggle. You're struggling over messing up until you eventually get it right. That's struggle. Virtuoso Tupac made a song called Struggling from his second album. Yeah, that was a song that we were supposed to be on Machiavelli album. Song called The Struggle Continues that we never got to do. Yep. But yeah, struggle is ordained, ain't the great. But who told us struggle was bad? Who told us he bad? That's struggle love. Struggle love. I don't do struggle love. Yeah, you don't do wifing neither. If you don't do struggle love, that means you not no help meet, which means you not no wife, which means you not no use. You of no use. You don't do struggle love. You don't do help meet. You don't do use. You don't do use to a quality man. Yeah. So whatever level of struggle that man is on, whatever grade level, he can find a woman that's willing to help him on that level. If y'all too bossy and too high maintenance and too corporate or whatever, all right, well, that's why you miserable. That's why you single. That's why it's not good that man should be alone. So God created woman. So it's even more not good that women should be alone if you claim to be a Christian. So many of our sisters is failures at womanhood, failures at being a wife. That I said over and over that they just use this boss chick stuff, corporate world, independent businesswoman stuff as an excuse, as a mask, so they can say that they're successful as a woman in something. Well, that's not successful as a woman. That's successful as an adult female. An adult female is not a woman. If you're successful in business or money making or politics or whatever else, doctor, lawyer, that's not woman success. That's just an adult female gender. You're successful at something and you happen to be a female. That is not womanhood success. That is not you being successful at being a woman. Absolutely not. It's the opposite. You failed at being a woman, so you have to try to be successful at something else while being a female. And you try to craft it like I'm the first black woman that did this, first black woman to do that. What is that going to get you? The first black woman to do what? Instead of being the next black woman to be successful as a woman. the next most successful black woman at being a black woman, at being a wife and a mother. We ain't hearing that. I ain't hearing nobody bragging about that. I ain't seeing no big crowds and no presidents tapping some young girl that's successful at being that. No, be successful at being a twerker. Be successful at being a baby Planned Parenthood terminator. Be successful at that. We'll promote you. We'll make you rich and famous. But being a wife and a mother to a man of your same kind, you know what I'm saying? That you a helpmeet to. Oh no. That's slavery, girl. That's slavery. Ain't nobody tell us what to do. Ain't nobody tell us what to do with our cookies. Yeah. Virtuoso. Anytime I hear a female say she's independent / boss, that's an automatic turn off. Absolutely. It's just a lie. You're not independent and you're not a boss. You know, who are you a boss over? Would you want to be a boss over your husband? You know, why not?
Well, it's just like, where are you a boss of? What are you independent of? You know?
Man.
Because it's just, they say they're the most disrespected and all that, but it seems like with the music videos y'all be doing, the lyrics, the songs, it's like y'all disrespecting yourselves. And there's no self-respect in so many videos, like, because the lyrics is just like, it's just basically selling yourselves, because it's just
selling what part of themselves? Because they're not selling their brains. They're not selling their intelligence. So it's a certain part of themselves that they always only selling.
Like no other part that can actually be useful.
Right. So this person right here, what's her rap name?
Sexy Red.
So what's the first word?
Sexy.
What's the root word in that?
Sex.
Right. That's what they selling. That's what they selling. And you're not sexy. You're not even sexy. But you putting that title on, you know, because that's what you're trying to sell. You want to brainwash the people into thinking that is what sexy is. When in real life, sexy is a divine thing. Like, that's a righteous thing. You know what I'm saying? So it don't mean that other strange men is supposed to look at you like that. Sexy is for your husband. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
just be selling out.
Yeah,
because that's like supposed to be reserved for your husband.
Say that again.
That's supposed to be reserved for your husband.
Man, so how can I feel special if you saying all kind of sexy stuff to every strange man in the public for a living?
And it's like people, the female rappers be saying all this in the music videos and all that in songs, but they also have a husband. And it's just
I mean, they don't even have a husband. Like some of the R&B people got husbands, but these rap girls ain't got no husbands. That's why they out here wild. Ain't no real man finna tolerate that. They got dudes that smashing them and getting them pregnant, and then they run to Kamala Harris's Planned Parenthood. But they ain't none of them got no husbands. They might got some wives. They might be on the rainbow side of the game, but they ain't got no husbands. Husbands don't tolerate that. Husbands don't. That's not even a definition of what a husband would even wife or husband. Yeah.
But it's sad because like the sexy red picture and stuff, the tweet, it was it's so many parts about that tweet it's so unprofessional, it's sad. And because why would you want to use that to promote to voting, like that specific tweet, and also other stuff like going like reproductive rights when nothing is reproductive.
It's because they trying to promote and support women's weaknesses. They want our girls to think that their wickedness and their weakness is okay. They want to make you seem like they rewarding you for being weak. So they'll make you rich. They'll throw millions of dollars at you. They'll make you famous. They want you to feel good about being weak and wicked. You know what I'm saying? And then they want you to try to be like that. Okay, well, that's legal. You know what I'm saying? That's not no crime. Ain't nobody doing nothing wrong. We ain't hurting nobody. You know, you're absolutely hurting everybody. You're hurting the unborn babies. You're hurting your own children. You're hurting society. You're hurting the other little girls or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're hurting yourself. But somebody is telling you, no, that's okay. Somebody that rules the country. So if you rule the country and you got a doctor's uniform on here, I work at Planned Parenthood. I'm a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I perform this procedure. It's nothing wrong with it. It's not. That's all wicked. You know what I'm saying? And our people are so desperate for love and desperate for attention, desperate to fit in, especially our girls. They want to fit in. They want to be powerful. They want to matter. They want to have a purpose. So the enemy take advantage of that and give them the wrong purpose and reward them for the wrong person. Hey, gorgeous, beautiful. Number 2. Don't show your face, but you can hit the deuces. Yeah. We just talking. You gonna pull up a chair. We gonna watch yeah. We on this. I don't want to give them no shout out. We on the Netflix. We binge watching this particular little show. You know, watching it in a controlled environment. So stuff that they want to watch, I let them watch if it ain't too crazy and wild. And then we just debrief it, because if it's, you know, it's like some AI technology stuff now that if y'all got sons and daughters, do not let them use no cell phone on their own. If they young, because it's some AI chat bots that, you know, the children think that they are actual human beings, but they not. You know, they're psychological program weapons that get in your child's mind and, you know, find out how they tick and what they like. And, you know, recently there have been a whole lot of, you know, mental illness and self-deletions that these little children and youth, little 13-year-old, 14-year-old or whatever, been doing because they've been influenced by these little AI chat bots, these AI bots that your children don't even know that they're not even real people. They're AI. And they get all into, you know, their minds or whatever and start suggesting this, and then be playing these little video games and playing these little films and movies and little shorts and TikToks and all of that. And they are programming your children to delete themselves, to damage and destroy themselves. Do not give your child no cell phone and just let them be on these apps and downloading these apps. If they got a laptop, if they got a computer or whatever, you monitor everything. I'm telling you, these Satans is all the way up in this technology. And if your child, you know, is watching that and you think that they watching something cool, they're not. They start out watching something cool, but it's going to, you know, all these little ads and all these little whatever is going to automatically lead them to the dark web. It's going to lead them to the dark web. If y'all know what the dark web is, if y'all my age, y'all probably don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's bad. It's dark. I'm talking about triple X this. I'm talking about the worst versions of this and that, and just the self, you know, psychotic psychosis. You know, they make it fascinating. They make it attractive, like it's a adventure or whatever. But they messing with these children's minds. They numbing the children's mind and concept of life and respect for their own life. So they feel easy, like it's nothing on deleting another person or deleting themselves. Do not, I repeat, do not let your children have a cell phone just to themselves or whatever. And whatever, if they on a laptop or they on a computer, monitor that. Put locks and restrictions or whatever on what they can watch. Because these AI chats, these AI programs is all bad. All bad. Yeah. They are desensitizing and programming our youth for destruction, self-destruction first, and then destroying each other. So I just wanted to put that out there because we be watching certain stuff and I show them, you know what I'm saying? But most of these children that go spend the night over their friend's house and this and that, or they ain't got no parents, their mama's working all day or whatever in that grandma's house or whatever, they soaking it all up. They in front of the computer all day and all night. You just think they laughing playing video games. No, they having conversations, grown up, graphic, horror, gore, you know what I'm saying? Triple X conversations with bots and with real people is terrible. It's terrible. So get them off of that. Whatever they watching, you monitor it. And ain't no such thing as no private nothing. No, you can't have no privacy. You can't lock no doors. You can't have your own whatever account. No, you can't. Y'all better take charge. Y'all better be the authority in y'all house again. You better be the authority. And not listen to that sexy red foolishness where what she say? Don't tell us what to do with our cookies. Don't tell us what to do. That's what she's a role model for your children. So if your children is being rebellious and they listen to Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's and all of this, that's why they're being programmed with that. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, I can't. Oh, where you gonna live at? Where you live? Where you gonna live at? I can't tell you what to do. Well, I'll call the police. Oh yeah, well, you better call the coroner also. You better call the morgue. Ask D. Facts, had a situation in my wife's family, like Cam is talking about, a young girl was sending, yeah. MJ, shaking my head. In 1982, I used to spend the night at my friend's house. Pops had select TV and we watched Playboy with no parental supervision. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But now the stakes is for keeps. You know what I'm saying? It's all bad now. It's all, the Pizzagate, all this old predator type stuff that they can actually track down where your daughter or your son is at. And act like it's cool, make it seem like they're grown. Yeah, you're mature, you're so mature, and blah, blah, blah. Because once they get in a conversation with you and start picking at their brains, then something, you know what I'm saying? They know something about your child's psychological profile. Thank you, Cecil. I got your Cash App. I think that's Cecil. Yeah, they know something about your child's profile, psychological profile. Cecil, yeah, thank you, Cecil. I got your Cash App, man. Appreciate you. And like I said, now somebody else is influencing your child from their own home, from the comfort of their own home, and you have no clue what they're talking about. So they might slip up playing a video game and like, yeah, you something. I come over there on Elm Street and shoot your whole thing. Like, I don't live on no Elm Street. That ain't how And next thing you know, they accidentally giving away information, or your little other sister in the background saying, Rebecca, don't Rebecca. Oh, so you know what I'm saying? So they don't know no military security strategy that you got them on them games going wild, laughing and cussing, practicing cussing. They feeling like, what I'm saying, they learning the world and learning these mature graphic concepts. and they can do it from home. So, as soon as you come in, they'll close their computer screen or they'll close their cell phone, because they feeling kind of guilty, saying, because they know they seeing something, watching some stuff that they ain't supposed to be watching. And then you as a parent don't want to check them on it. You want to be their friend. You want to be their friend instead of being their authority. So you just let them do it. And when they come up missing, or when they come up missing right here, then you crying to God or Jesus or something like, why? Because you let that happen. You encourage that. Yep. Will Bennett, should we vote for Trump then? Well, what does that got to do with anything? Where'd that come from? Should who vote for Trump? What'd you say?
Subject.
Will Bennett, the little 8-year-old and 10-year-old say you on a whole different, like, what the heck are you talking about? Max D, I could never lock my door or close it. No privacy, can't facts. I had real parents. Yeah. Black Attack. They'll try to erase the history too. Yeah. They'll do all that. They know how to do it, man. My daughter, 8 and 10 years old, super proficient in computer, know how to do all these kind of stuff on the computer that I don't have no clue. I never had a clue that computers can even do that. I got an iMac, you got a couple of laptops. They be showing me all kind. No, Daddy, you just got to use what you call them things that you were showing me to put the reaction videos and move the stuff over here. What was that? Edit something. CapCut and whatever that edit is. No business. Thank you, no business. Got the Cash App. They be smiling when they see that no business. You like, because they know they know I got to spend it on them. Thank you, no business. Your nephew, your nieces is like, thank you. But I appreciate y'all for real. Nafisa, peace. You ain't late. We just here chopping it. Will Bennett send the link so we can talk. Yeah, I thought I sent it. Hold on a second. Oh, that's the Cash App. Hold on. Let me put this StreamYard link. Yeah, I forgot. My bad. We talking 50 minutes, almost an hour. So we're going to get off of here soon, too, because we got some binge watching to do and some debriefing. So we entertain ourselves, but I'm there as a father to turn the volume down if it's supposed to be some music that's horror music, that's some subliminal messages. I hit the mute button and have us watch the scary scene without no loud music involved, so they could see the difference. Because they feel like at the mercy of, if you're in a movie theater or something like that. Jabril, thank you, Jabril. Ahmad, man. You know what I'm saying? They smile and you making them smile. You know what I'm saying?
I noticed because people used to be doing the videos and was like proof that scary scene is scary because they feel like some happy music.
Yeah. Yeah, they put some little clown music like, oh, that ain't scary.
It's just the music that plays a big part.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you're at a movie theater and it's loud and you can't, that's why you do like this when you know what I'm saying? You don't do like this really, you do like this because you don't want to hear the loud, scary monster sound or the loud crash or you know what I'm saying? So you got to be there with your children to show them that they have power and control. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're watching a movie, it's called willing suspension of disbelief. So they suspend their reality brain, and they allow their mind to get into the fantasy. But it's so they lure you in with all this fascinating looking stuff. But then they start hitting you with the all the little crazy eyes. Something about the eyeballs. Like children know to lock in on eyes. So if the devil can make a person monster eyes look crazy or something, the child is gonna go to sleep having nightmares about eyes, because children are instinctively know that the eyes are connected to the brain or the soul. You know what I'm saying? Children look at the eyes. So One of the things that these devils always learned is to make eyes look ugly. You know what I'm saying? If it's supposed to scare you or whatever, because you're assuming that it's another being, a being that has eyes. You know what I'm saying? So if you can make the eyes look scary, a lot of times they have black eyes. You know what I'm saying? Even though black eyes are beautiful, but they try to make like aliens or like the B girls or whatever. Like the white part of your eyes is black, and they want to make that look scary and ugly. When in reality, that can actually be divine. But they're not going to teach that. Anything black, like black eyes or black magic or black male or whatever, they're going to try to paint it as evil. But the so-called aliens that got black eyes, you know, big black eyes, they want that to be scary. But yeah, man. So what else? What was we watching? Want to say what we was watching recently?
Yes.
What was we watching?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I heard of that. That series on what's that on Netflix?
Netflix.
Yeah, Stranger Things on Netflix. That's what we watching right now, and it's about, you know, the upside down place or alternate reality, other dimensions or whatever. So they want to paint those physics concepts as monstrous, like some monsters exist in some other dimension, or you know what I'm saying. So if it's some shadow stuff, like, so I like to let them watch that kind of stuff with me, and we pick it apart. We pick it apart, then we look at the end. It's directed by this, and the costume designed by such and such, special effects and makeup by such and such. These is all lies. These is all false ideas and concepts given to you by the former slave masters, people, to deceive and create a unreal monster in your own mind. They want to give you the beginning building blocks of your brain power, creating the rest of the imagination of something that's terrible, you know, greater than you, that exists, that you don't have no power and control over. The whole thing is to deceive you, to use your brain power to believe or create something that don't even exist. And you keep yourself in prison. You keep yourself paralyzed, mentally and emotionally paralyzed, because you believe in something that don't exist, because somebody dropped some seeds, some suggestion seeds of wickedness on you. So I like to break that down for my children. Maybe y'all should do the same thing. So, you know, it don't mean it won't affect them, but they can laugh at it. Like they know how to, you know, turn certain stuff off. Okay, turn the sound off. You know what I'm saying? Just watch it like this, or, you know, don't look at it and just listen to it like, oh, okay, I see they trying to scare us with this sound or with these colors or with this such and such. So we watch movies for warfare reasons, because it's psychological warfare that's always being waged on us. It's always psychological warfare being waged on us and waged on your children, especially on the youth. So be a responsible warlord, righteous warfare, mother or father or big brother or uncle or auntie. And if they want to watch some movies like that, okay, you can watch them, because if you don't watch them with me, you're going to sneak out and watch them somewhere else. So watch them with me, and let's just break this devilishment down. You know what I'm saying? That way they don't have to have nightmares or believe something exists that don't really exist. The only thing exists is these satanic movie producers and people that come up with, you know, all these old crazy books and scripts, and that's any monster movie concept you ever heard, any demon, vampire, exorcist, you got that from the brain of some European person. You heard a story that originated from some European person that lied and created something that wanted you to believe is some wicked power that exists that's greater and stronger than you. And if they can put it in a baby or a child's brain, and the child grows up with that idea, it's going to grow that idea up with them. And now we're gonna push that idea, that falsehood, stronger than the fake devil that invented it. We're gonna canonize it. We're gonna make it a religion. We're gonna make it a fact. We're gonna make it superstition. We're gonna make it a lifestyle. Oh, that exists. And if you don't exist, then you know, F you, and you know what I'm saying, you don't believe in the unknown, and you don't believe, like, yeah, I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in nothing you talking about. And I don't believe in you. I don't trust you. Will Rise. You there? Will Rise, you frozen. Your screen is frozen. All right, well, it's an hour, man. I try to get you on here, Will Rise, but we're gonna have to tap out. Friday night. Like, subscribe, peace and blessings. Campaign Trail. We about to get to our Friday night business. Say peace.
Peace.
Peace. Campaign Trail.